Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently not doing much, actually. I kind of want to go after Roman Greece. We could do that. We could do a holy war for duchy here and try to take a little bit more of their territory. Like we could take the Peloponnese this time. So that would be the Duchy of Egyptian Greece. We could do that, and then the next war, I think we'd be eligible to forced vassalize them. Maybe. How much do they have up here? Oh, there's quite a lot up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 up here. So you consider that plus 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it'll still be a bit before we're able to do that. That'll definitely be a thing. But we could grab the Duchy of Egyptian Greece, and that would absolutely be good to do. So we're going to declare that war. Do we need anything other than our men-at-arms to fight Roman Greece at this point? I feel like we maybe don't. 7187? I think we're fine. I don't think we need more than this. So that'll be okay. No, don't go out here. There we go. Yeah, even with their 16k, I think it's okay. Even with their ally. I'd like to come in over this way and fight their army if we can. I guess we'll take out this castle first. That's okay. They're just going to embark, so they're going to give up this territory. Okay. If that's what they want to do, I'm not going to stop them. Because this is a terrible idea for them. They absolutely lose this siege race. There's no doubt about that. We're already at 26% war score. It's going to take them 4 months to siege this fort. In that time, we'll have the entire Peloponnese. Stay there. There we go. In that time, we'll have the entire Peloponnese. So that is wonderful. Challenge for artifact. Get out of here. Why would you expect me to go for that? That's not going to happen. Okay, we're going to go here next. Okay, they did get a breach. Fair enough. So they did finish that one up. That's fine. We have a dangerous faction here, and what is that? Whoa, that was really laggy to pause the game there. I don't know what that was. Exciting. This is a Liberty faction, and can we do anything about it? The answer is a definite no. Well, not about this guy anyway. This we might be able to work with. He'd not accept this, and it wouldn't get us an alliance anyway. So that's not really particularly good. I didn't necessarily want that. What do we got here? Well, that's not, I think, useful. They're too weak to send an ultimatum right now. This is currently peasant rabble. They're very close, though, and I would still like to get one person out of this faction. This would work. So we get him out of there, and that is completely fine. And then we go back up to the Peloponnese here. Cool. So they're sieging 2 locations. This is fine. I don't think this is a problem. We're at 49% war score. And this is going to bring us to 54. And then we siege their capital. And that's going to get us a huge amount. I don't think it's going to end the war unless we get, or rather, not occupations, unless we get hostages. I don't think that ends the war. Yeah. We can make our way up over here. That's an awkward route to take. Okay, we'll go there. We did finish up converting this county, though. That is now back to being Armenian, and that is great. We can get a couple upgrades going here as well. And I want to see, what are we doing here? That's still Sino-Armenian? Okay, so we need to get this county converted over. Perfect. So we'll get that going. We're at 82% war score, and these guys will eventually make their way around here. I do expect that this siege finishes before we get there. Actually, maybe not. 3 months left. It depends on timing. No, I think we're good. They didn't get particularly great rolls there. So that's wonderful. We stack wipe that. That ends the war. Cool. So that's completely done. And we actually captured him. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Of course, these titles need to be granted on out. So we will go ahead and do so. And that'll put us over our vassal limit. That's unsurprising. And I do want to check to see kingdom titles. We can't usurp Roman Greece at this point, but we can definitely create the Duchy of Egyptian Greece, which we will do. And that will go over to this fine gentleman here. 3 vassals go with, and that is that problem solved. Okay, so we do have an available perk. We'll take flexible truces. And what is this faction? We have a lot of factions here. Pretty much just rebels. Or peasant rabble, rather. That's not a concern at this time. If we were to come down here, we still can't quite forced vassalize. Seize all de jure lands isn't particularly great here. We could holy war for one of his duchies. This one would likely be the best. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 counties from that duchy holy war. That's a good one. That's really solid. I say we declare that. Do we declare on Telly as well? These claims are mediocre, I would say. We can holy war for kingdom, though. Would we be better off using that on, say, Borgu? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Other options. Mauritania, probably no. What if we were to use it hypothetically on Roman Greece? And we went for Cisalpine Gaul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That get us 11. I think Borgu was better. I think this is the best one that we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's actually the same. So we could go for Roman Greece. What about Illyria? Okay, that's some very awkward de jure borders there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the best option we've seen thus far. Roman Pannonia. And I suspect that's the best option we're going to see. Okay. So that's a plan there. We can go after this guy. I don't want to do a holy war for kingdom here. We can only do one of those. So we're going to do a holy war for duchy, and we are going to go for probably Kano. Well, that's 3 counties there. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Igboland is probably the best for us. So we go ahead and declare that, and then we're going to hold off on declaring on Illyria. We'll come back to that in a moment. Okay, sounds good. Let's raise up our troops over here. We'll raise all of our men-at-arms, and we are going to just head on in over here. This will go very quick, in theory. In theory. No, that's too expensive. And sure, we can take this guy's dagger, I guess. We'll probably just neglect it to death, but that's fine. And in we go. Actually, if they're going to go here, we're going to go there as well. Actually, if they're going to go there, we're going to chase them down here. They're just going to chill there. They're going to let us catch them. This is an interesting strategy. Not perhaps the strategy that I would have utilized in that situation. Okay. Let's double check that this is still only peasants. And that the Liberty faction is still too weak. They are. We could bump up to absolute crown authority in 7 years, so that's good. And actually, this war's over, so we will enforce those demands. And we will start walking over to here. So we need to head down over to, like, this location. That'll be fine. And, of course, we need to grant out all of these titles. So we'll do that while we're walking, and that'll be fine. And, of course, we're going to need to create the duchy title here. Actually, where's this guy located? In his capital? He is in his capital. We should go siege his capital, then. Perfect. We will create our duchy title here. Sure, show in the king. Well, we'll usurp that, technically. Okay, the peasants have spawned. We're not surprised by that. We will grant this title over here, the Principality of Wadai. 5 vassals go with. That is perfect. And then we'll come up over this way. We now need to eliminate our peasants. So we'll just raise up some troops here. How many are we going to need in total? Not many. Like 20k would be more than sufficient. And this is 40k that we accidentally raised there. So yeah, this is fine. No problem whatsoever here. We'll get these guys eliminated, and then we'll come on over this way, and then come up over here. Assuming they don't move, that will be the peasants eliminated. And we're just going to head up into Canaan. There we go. And we'll head down over this way, and then we'll just siege our way down towards the Warkle. They do have the ticking war score on their side right now, although it hasn't started ticking yet. It will soon. Okay, there's the peasants dealt with. We'll enforce those demands. And we've finished our siege here. That was an incredibly fast siege, like 2 or 3 days. What level 4 is this? Level 4. Okay. Yeah, that's just incredibly fast. Okay, we'll head on down this way. We need to just head south. We're at 58% war score at this time. And we can easily get to 100% just with siege. But we're just going to head down over here. And just make our way to the Warkle. This siege will finish up as well, and in we go. That's a lot of stuff that was destroyed. Okay. Perfect. So they're going to finish an occupation here. This is fine. We don't care about this. They can do that all they want. War is over. So we enforce those demands and disband all of our troops. We are going to have an empty council position. We need a new spy master. We'll put in that guy. And we'll, of course, grant this title over to this fine gentleman here. And I suppose we don't need to grant all of these out and have them be under a duke. We could just grant out the duchy. But I do like having the power split up a little bit more like this, so I do prefer to do it this direction. So we'll create a title here, and that will go to this fine gentleman. The Principality of Igbeland. There we go. And I believe we're still above our vassal limit, but we can move this guy into Yorubaland, and that's absolutely something that we'll do. There we go. Okay, so that's all eliminated there. There's this kingdom over here as well that we can utilize, so that's fine. I do want to come up to Illyria, though, and I want to do that holy war for kingdom of... No, it wasn't Illyria. It was this one. Holy War for Kingdom, Roman Pannonia. This is what it was. This is a very solid kingdom here, and we will absolutely take that. Done. Now, he has like 10,000 troops. That's... Honestly, he's at war with Carthage? He's at war with Carthage. Okay. That's exciting. We're going to drop our forces somewhere over here. Would be absolutely fine. Actually, here would maybe be slightly better. Slightly. We'll raise our men-at-arms. I don't think, unless he has allies, which he has a few, I don't think that we're going to need much more than this. We can raise up a few just in case. Like 5k. I don't expect that we'll need more than that. We'll send them on in here. And let's get these sieges done. So how many overall troops does he have? 17k? Yeah, this is fine. We don't have a problem here. There's a crossing right here, so that's convenient. And there's a dangerous faction currently. We should take a look at that. Little laggy when we open that now. Interesting. So this is the Independence faction. They are barely over threshold. Barely. But I believe we can deal with this. Absolutely we can deal with this. No problem. There we go. Cool. Alliance formed, and this is going to finish up. Eventually. That siege is a little longer than I'm used to, in all honesty. But we'll head on over this way. And we're currently above our vassal limit. That's... it's fine. We'll deal with that later, I think. Actually, we could come down here and deal with it now. We can make a duchy in Athens. It's only 50 gold, which is insane. And that would go to this guy right here. Problem solved. Okay. So we're going to head over here and continue our sieges. Kind of an awkward path, but that's okay. They're right here. Oh. We hold this territory. We shouldn't, but we do. Okay. That does, of course, mean that we can pull back a castle over here, which would be this one. We'll revoke that title. That's a much better castle for us, so that's great. And we'll head up here, get this siege finished up. And I'm just wondering where these guys think they're going. Is this their whole army? No. Okay, but that's fine. We'll split off our bombards and a couple levy troops. These guys are going to head over here with the siege commander, and they will start sieging. They might be lost to the allied troops. We'll see. But we're going to come down here and eliminate these guys if we can. Get ourselves some battle war score. That'll always be nice. We're going to catch somebody here. Oh, yeah. We're going to head in and get that Castrum sieged. And that's a couple stack wipes. We see another 4,000 over here. That's half of their remaining force. Okay. Well, we'll head over there, see if we can catch them. And in the meantime, continue to grab ourselves some war score here. This all looks fine. So this guy died. He was, in fact, murdered by King Nur, our vassal here. Okay, so we need to look at our succession. This guy is now our player heir. This is fine. For some reason, I was thinking we were playing Pax Scandinavia for a moment there, the other Crusader Kings campaign, and I was like, that guy doesn't look like the heir to the or the current Mongol emperor. And I was like, hold on a moment. But then I was like, wait a second, there is no Mongol empire. We crushed it in like 2 weeks in this game. Fantastic. So we're gonna finish up that battle, and that is great. We're on primogeniture, so we don't actually care about our heir. It's actually fairly irrelevant. That said, I do want to give this guy a... This guy is not in our court. Or of our house, is he? No, he is of our house. Okay. I was just like, hang on a moment. See, playing 2 campaigns simultaneously can get a little bit confusing sometimes with that sort of thing. That's why I try not to do it. We're going to enforce our demands here. It's a lot of territory. There's no doubt about that. We're going to grant this out. All of these. And this will put us pretty wildly over our vassal limit, that's for sure. But we want a new kingdom out over here. And this is completely fine. So we'll grant all of these out. And once we get that done, then we will, of course, grab that kingdom. Unless we already have it. We may already have the kingdom title, or it may have been destroyed, I suppose. That is a possibility. Can't remember how it works in Kingdom Holy Wars. I think the title gets destroyed, and we have to recreate it. But let's see. We'll grant all that out, and we'll no longer be over our domain limit. Perfect. Yes, there's rather a lot of that. And then we are going to need to, of course, get this kingdom title. Not the duchy title necessarily, the kingdom title. So we'll create that title. We now have some de jure claims over here. Interesting that this was de jure, but we didn't get this territory. Huh. That's fascinating. Oh, that's because it's part of Illyria. Yeah, that would do it. That would definitely do it. So what is the de jure capital here? This is the de jure capital, and we will grant that on over. 19 vassals go with, and we no longer have a vassal limit issue. Fantastic. So that's a decent chunk taken out over here. I like it, but I want to continue to focus on Africa. And so we shall. So we've got all of this. That's pretty well delineated at this point. These truces are going to be done eventually, but not for a bit. We should definitely go for Gao. That is a thing that we should do. Forced vassalization is not a terrible concept here. Yes, that is definitely... Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I remember we forced vassalized that. I forgot about that for a bit. We'll forced vassalize this guy. Borgu is too big to forced vassalize, so we're going to need to carve him up a little bit with a duchy holy war. This would be 4 counties, 1 county, 3 counties, 1 county, 4 counties, completely border gory, and 2 counties. Well, that's a pretty obvious choice. We go for these 4 counties. And beyond that, what else do we go for? I think that's it for right now. We do these 2 wars, and then we'll see what our next options are. Borgu has 5,000 troops. Gao has 2,000. It's not going to be a complicated set of wars, but we can raise all of our men-at-arms here and head on in. Okay, he's going to try to stack wipe us here. We're not going to lose anything from this. Exactly, just a little time. Okay. So he's going to walk up this way. We're just going to raise up here instead. It doesn't actually hurt us in any way that he did that. It's just a little greedy to raise right there. Fair enough. A scheme at court? Who could have seen this coming? Definitely not me. Schemes at court never happen. So as soon as we're done raising here, we're going to walk on in. This will be fine. And we're going to be able to really start cleaning up this area down here quite soon. This area will take a little bit longer because they're a little larger, I think. And then, of course, we're going to start carving into all of this. Wow, Norway is really big. Really big. Male preference, Confederate partition. Not for long, it isn't. Okay, so that's going to split up. That's fine. We're going to head on in here, get these wars done. Should not take long. Okay, 62% there. And they're just walking around over here. I'm not too concerned about this for the moment. We'll get this siege done. That war is over. And we're not going to actually fight these guys because we're going to enforce those demands, but that's okay. We are over our vassal limit, which is fully expected. And for the time being, I think we're just going to come down here and siege our way down Borgu, down towards the war goal / capital, which is the same thing. So that's fine. Yeah, we're going to siege very quickly. Our technology is insane, so there's that. We are, after all, completely maxed on technology, and it's 1288. Like, we're 150 years from the end of the game, and we have technology that's supposed to be endgame. So that's definitely a thing. So they're just kind of running around over here right now. I'm trying to decide if I want to actually fight them or not. I think so. It's worth 50% war score to us. Let's do it. We can grab defensive negotiations here, I suppose. It's not super important, actually, but we'll take it. Wait, do we miss them? What happened here? I think we stack wiped part of their force. Let's grab the rest. There we go. 98%. We'll just finish it off with their capital. What is this faction? Independence. Fair enough. I'm not shocked about that. We've got a son, though, and this is fine. No problem. This war is, of course, over, and we will enforce those demands and disband these troops. We'll need to hand out these titles. And there we go. And we'll do the duchy creation thing. So we'll usurp this duchy and give this to this guy. Principality of Borgu. 3 vassals go with, and then we'll move him into, I think, this kingdom here. So we'll move that vassal over. We should be still 1 vassal above, yes, and we have 2 counts up here. I mean, this is only a little awkward. Sure. I guess you can be a duke, but that's not really going to change too much. We'll move you into Cyprus for now. I don't want to move any more here into Cyprus. So we're going to avoid doing that for the time being. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue to expand. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.